All right, this is Anthony, Spoken Anthony. Let's get right into it. So, Ayesha Curry is seemingly unappreciative of her life with Steph Curry. At least that is the general consensus as of right now. So, I went ahead and looked into this, and this isn't the first time that Ayesha Curry's comments has landed her in hot water with the general public. Now, these comments now had came out with the Call Her Daddy podcast, and the only other time I really heard that podcast is when Kamala Harris was running for president and she went out there to do an interview. Outside of that, I never heard the Call Her Daddy podcast. I never listened to a single episode, but for some reason, Ayesha Curry decided to talk on her husband and the experiences that they have and her life and the choices that she made and her not being able to fulfill her career. Now, Ayesha Curry has made comments before about wanting to be essentially lusted after getting men attention. She's done things like, taking off her ring when she sees another man coming out to the stage with a shirt off. She has done things to show that she's not necessarily the most loyal or happy woman. And cheating is not just a physical thing. Cheating is also a mindset. And the mindset she has right now, to me at least, when I'm listening to her, is a woman that's unsatisfied, unhappy, unfulfilled, and is thinking about cheating. And I say this because if you think about it, her mother-in-law, Sonya Curry, which everybody was saying how beautiful she was, pretty much did the same thing. And then later on, it came out that Sonya Curry supposedly, allegedly cheated on her husband. Now, this is from TMZ back in 2021. Dell Curry, Sonya cheated on me with my ex NFL player. This is some bald-headed white guy. I don't know. But before that happened, everybody talked about, how beautiful and how fine Steph Curry's mom was and all this other kind of stuff. It was always somebody showing that they wanted her attention. And Ayesha was there to see that. So I'm thinking that Ayesha is seeing like, hey, my mother-in-law, who is about 10, 20 years older than me, is sitting here getting all the attention and praise that I secretly want that I'm not getting. Because you got to think about it. When Ayesha Curry first came out, well, not only when she first came out, when men first saw Ayesha Curry, a lot of men liked her. They didn't necessarily lust after her. They thought she was very pretty. They thought she was very homely. They thought she was a woman of God. They thought that she was just a woman in general that you would want by your side while you're trying to focus on your career. Now, I can understand in a sense that when it comes to Ayesha Curry maybe feeling lonely at times, because you got to think about it. Steph is training throughout the whole entire year, not just when the season's on. He's the top level shooter. He's probably going to go down as one of the greatest shooters of all time. So with that being said, he's probably practicing and training every single day, if not almost every single day. I mean, ball is life for Curry, I would imagine. So I can understand how Ayesha could feel second or left out in some cases, but that doesn't give her the right to sit here and embarrass her husband repeatedly. And for people to make excuses for her is very disingenuous, to say the least. But this would go back to why I think Ayesha is kind of emulating or copying her mother-in-law. You hear comments like this where people are talking about Sonya.
Dell loving it.
While there's no doubt Riley is the most famous female of Steph Curry's family, Sonya is a close second. Mrs. Curry is made for TV, and the cameras have noticed.
Very concerned. Get up, says Mrs. Curry. You're all right, baby.
Yes, Sonya Curry is a beautiful woman, but that doesn't mean Steph wants you checking out his mom.
Again, everybody's talked about how beautiful she was, how calling her baby and stuff like that. You don't hear that of Ayesha, but again, Mrs. Curry, or Steph's mom, we thought she was a very honest, faithful, loyal woman too. But then you heard her interviews of her kind of talking the same stuff, being kind of dissatisfying things of this nature and choices she made of her career.
How tired do you get of hearing all these strangers talking about your mother?
Oh man, that's the worst. Hey, I'll take it in stride.
Now let's leave that right there. That was at the Fumble. It's a YouTube channel. Go check it out if you want to. But back to the whole entire Curry situation here. Now, if you were watching live right now, there was a clip that was playing of Ronnie Rose. If you're not familiar with Ronnie Rose is an Instagram model who was seemingly lusting after Steph Curry. Let's go ahead and get that clip played. And I took out the sound too. Now, Ronnie Rose, a very attractive woman. And that's her Instagram right here. And again, I had to cover some of the stuff up because she is an Instagram model. It is @get_it_rose. And her pictures are not YouTube friendly, so that's why I had to censor some of them. But she's still an attractive woman. And when I saw that clip initially, and I'll play it again, it wasn't necessarily, I don't necessarily think she was lusting after him, because I can't tell if her eyes is looking at him or not. But either way, though, even though she's the center of attention or focus, you do not see Steph looking at her any direction or giving her any time. He's just kind of looking down and focusing. And that's the thing, is Steph Curry was going around talking about how he's not satisfied and regret choices that he made in his marriage. And Steph Curry was going around taking pictures with Ronnie Rose and looking like he was getting ready to go out on a night of the club. And the reason I say that, because what's her name? Ayesha Curry did that. Ayesha Curry sat here and took a picture with Drake. Drake is known for sleeping with people's girlfriends and wives. That's what Drake does. And granted, she wasn't directly next to him as a group of people. Drake likes to challenge. So and that in itself is disrespectful, because why would you put yourself in a situation that could embarrass or has a reputation of Drake? Excuse me, that has a reputation of Drake. That's just my opinion of it. Now, let's go ahead and give a quick little listen to this podcast that caught everybody's attention.
4 kids. Did you always knew you wanted a big family?
No. So, I didn't want kids. I didn't want to get married. I thought I was going to be career girl, and that's it. And I had my eyes set on my goals, and I was never the little girl that like dreamt about the wedding dress and all of that. And then it happened so early in my life. So it's like, it's one of those things, like you don't know what you actually don't know what you want.
It's so hard also to.
Now, she talks about her career, how she wanted to be a career girly. And I'm going to play a slight history of Ayesha here in her history. But she has the opportunity to do anything she wants to. Not only is Steph Curry is most likely worth $1 billion at this point. I didn't look up his net worth, but I'll be surprised if it's anything less, because of what he contributed in the championships that he helped to win. If he's not there, he's close to there. She can open any business she wants to. As long as she dedicates herself to it, it will be seemingly successful, if not outright successful, due to her husband who she links with. And let's say if she didn't want to have a successful business linked to her husband, she could have did like a lot of people do, stay out of the scenes and just, use her maiden name to open a business and start something. There are ways to where she could find success relatively easy or through her own hard work if she truly wanted to. But I don't think she really has a dedication to get there on her own.
Be the woman in a situation where you're like, men just don't get as much scrutiny. Like they can maybe tell him like, your fucking shots suck tonight, but like the looks and all of that is just like not a factor of conversation as much.
No.
Did you?
And again, if you're just listening, this is the picture I'm talking about. You see Drake with 6 women, one of them being Ayesha Curry. I guess it's called a halter top, where it exposes to something that's really short, and some really, really short shorts. We used to call it something else. I guess the most proper term today would be booty shorts, and that look like some very long boots that's above the knee. It's not a very classy look compared to what she had before, because again, Ayesha Curry was known for back then was being a very classic Christian, good, faithful woman, compared to in this picture, she kind of looks like a 304. I'm just going to keep it real with you.
Talk to Steph about it, like, or did you kind of keep it within yourself so it didn't?
I do not have a bone in my body that can keep anything to myself. So if it
I can tell because she keeps divulging too much information to the public, and that's something
comes
she
to
really
mind,
shouldn't be
it's
doing.
coming out. And he's so gracious. Like, he tries to resonate with me, but he just can't. And he also comes from a place of like, it's effing stupid. Like, it's not true, so why? And I'm like, but wait, like, listen to how it makes me feel. And he's like, but why does it make you feel like that? It's not real.
You know, and one thing I noticed when it comes to women in general, this is not a women bashing session at all, that a woman who gets in her emotions will make the most illogical, self-harming decisions ever. She can have a very successful, happy husband. And because the husband is busy working and to provide, they don't necessarily have the time to be with her, because there's the old saying is, you're either going to have my time or my money. If you want my money, you can't have my time. But if you have my time, you don't have money. It's very hard to find that balance, especially if you're Steph Curry performing at an elite, superfluous level. So when she's talking about her emotions, you know, there's the old saying, F your emotions. Use some logic sometimes. Be accountable. Now, I will say that Ayesha is probably used to being the light-skinned pretty girl, you know, the Genas that grew up, that was able to have all the attention and always be sought after. But once everybody became adults and people elevated, that wasn't the case, and she's still struggling with that because she's always been the center of attention. And, you know, she had a career. Before her adult career, she was acting in some minor roles. So she's literally got to accomplish everything she has ever wanted to do. She's still not satisfied, though. And that's mainly because she's not the center of attention.
After we got married, we found out we were pregnant with our daughters so quickly. I didn't even have time to think about what I wanted anymore. It's so interesting. I spent my entire life like trying to work towards something, and then it kind of just disappeared, and I didn't think twice about it. But after my daughter turned 1, I remember there being a shift and being like, I have goals for myself. Like, this doesn't feel right. I love being a mom, but I love doing other things too, and I need to get my shit together and figure out what that looks like for myself now.
If I have a career and I'm not home, like, did you experience that?
I still experience that. I still experience that. I'm always in therapy talking about this. If you lose all of those things that were interesting about you, even for yourself, like even the things that made me feel confident and cool, then what are you doing?
But here's my question I have, though, is, what did she lose? Again, I think it's just really because she's not the spotlight. And then I go back to Sonya Curry, and you hear her talk and her actions and her behaviors and how she moved. It's very similar. You know, there's an old saying that sometimes men will marry their mothers, and unfortunately, it seemed like Steph may have done that. But let's go ahead and continue. Let's go ahead and take a look at this YouTube video I found. Oh no, excuse me, it was a TikTok video. It was a history of Ayesha Curry, and this is just her as an adult, not as a kid, because she acted as a kid. I don't have no record of that. And again, I had to take out the music because, you know, copyright stuff. Let's see, birth fourth child at 35. Published second cookbook, The Full Plate. I never heard anybody talk about any Ayesha Curry's recipes, but okay. See, birth her first son at 29. Co-founds restaurant International Smoke. I haven't heard anything about that place. Hosts Food Network show Ayesha Home Kitchen. Published first cookbook, This Season Life. Birth of second daughter at 26. First YouTube cooking video goes viral at age of 25. Now, I should maybe look up Ayesha Curry's cooking. There's one more. Let's see. Little Lights of Mine launches a blog at 25. So she got to be a blogger, an author, a cook, a blogger, cook, a chef, TV, have her own TV show. She literally got to do everything she wanted to do. Realistically speaking, if she wasn't married to Steph Curry, the things she wanted to do wouldn't have happened. Let's see. Ayesha Curry cooking. So she does have a YouTube channel with 500,000 subscribers. Tired of these ads. Let's see, 9 months ago. Kicking off new organized with, okay, I'm trying to find a cooking recipe. Sweet July skin sour soup, or sour soap, excuse me. So I guess it's this lifestyle vlogs. Interesting, her most popular video right here in the shorts is her husband's face. Let me click on all her videos right quick. Okay, she don't have many videos on here. Let me go back again. Okay. Fresh cooking with Ayesha Curry, chicken parmesan.
Today is a great day in the Curry house. I am making chicken parmesan. So I'm gonna take each piece, dredge it in the flour, transfer it to our egg mixture, and then into the panko. I have a ton of leftover chicken breasts. I'm gonna wrap it up in my cling wrap, pop it in a Gladware container, and this is ready to use for the rest of the week. We're ready to assemble the rest of this chicken parm and get it under the broiler. And that's
I mean, it don't look bad, but there's really nothing. That was commercial, but there was really nothing special about it to me. It was just, you know, a standard Food Network thing. Chef Curry with the pot. Again, most popular videos with her husband. Which is fine. Your husband's going to support you in everything you do. All right, here's one. Ayesha Curry spice.
It's Mother's Day, and we all have that special woman in our lives.
Okay.
There's only one way that I know how to immensely show my love, and that is through cooking. So today I have the perfect, light, delicate, yet flavorful meal. We are making a spice rub salmon with an arugula, avocado, and mango salad. So we're gonna start out with our salmon. Give it a light salt and pepper. Take a little bit of olive oil here.
When she said light, she wasn't joking. That's really light.
And this is gonna glaze up the salmon real nice so that when we put that golden brown color, sweet, spicy flavor. Pop it into a 400-degree oven onto our delicious mango. Can be this smells get a little squeeze. If it cut that in the middle, scored right into a bowl.
All right, I'm done. So when it comes to her cooking channel or these cooking videos she's doing, there's nothing wrong with it. In the recipe don't necessarily seem bad. I keep scrolling past it really fast because it's kind of boring. You know, most people that I watch cooking videos of are more exciting. They have more entertaining. It's not this uniform. Like there is a YouTube named Cooking. Is it Cooking with? He's a Jamaican guy. It's Cooking with Daddy, I want to say. He's great, but I'll maybe review one of his videos one day. But he makes really great, authentic Jamaican food. Goes step by step. It's always entertaining. Then there's Google and things of that nature. You know, they changed the format of cooking videos to where these standard old school food Food Network style cooking videos are just kind of boring, out of touch at this point. So she wants all these things, but yet she hasn't done anything to do research to develop her craft. And she has all the time in the world. Yes, she's a mother of four, but she's a rich mother of four. She can definitely pay for nannies or babysitters or whatever you want to call them, live-in assistants to help with her kids while she works on her projects if she truly wanted to. But you know, it is what it is. I'm not going to keep talking down on the woman. I truly do think that this is leading towards either her cheating. And there is no, that's just it. There's no or. I think this is going to lead to her cheating eventually by the way she's acting. And unless she changes her mindset, and I really hope that a lot of people who are like trying to tell her, hey, you got an amazing man who's been with you since you were 16 years old, maybe check yourself and don't listen to all this single crazy women out here. Because Steph is going to be all right. Steph already has a line of women waiting for him to be single. I remember when I was researching this, I saw plenty of videos of women talking to Steph saying, hey, I won't ever say this. I can cook. I will do laundry. If you want more kids, I'll give you more kids. They don't care. I won't even speak in public. These women out here are willing to step it up for Steph. Now, obviously, they're all out there as money. But I'm just saying, I wish them the best. I never want to see a family breakup. I never want to see a divorce. But time and time again, it seems like marriage is not what it used to be back in the day. It was one of those things like back in the 90s, even the early 2000s. If you got divorced, it was a very heartbreaking mourning thing. And so many people felt sorry for you. But now it's just like, oh, you got divorced? Okay, let's go out and find somebody new for you right away. Anyways, you guys tell me what you think. Like, comment, and subscribe if you... Oh, just like, comment, subscribe. If you made it this far, you might as well like, comment, and subscribe. Say something. Bye.